Hi guys, and welcome back to another video Game with Powers. I'm Jake, and in today's video we have an unboxing of another Kickstarter game that has arrived. Now let me get this open real quick. So this game has actually been here for a while now. We've had this one for a couple of weeks. As with my stack of mini boxes, and we have many more boxes on the way. So need to start diving into some of these games and see what they actually are. But we got a box here, pretty decent size box. So I wonder what this bad boy is. Let me go ahead and align this in the camera, and then let's see what we got today. Alrighty guys, let's open up the box here and see. All right, well, right off the bat, we have, this is going to be the Flood. All right, this is going to be the Flood right here, coming to you from Bedouin Games, or Bedouin Games, however you, or Bedouin Games. I apologize, do not know how to particularly pronounce that. This is a board game based around Noah's Ark and the Flood. And so essentially you are in a race to build your ark the fastest. Now this is the Deluxe edition, the Deluxe Kickstarter edition that is going to have all the minis here. But there actually has been a lot of criticism about this game. Some of the big things that they said is this is kind of a knockoff version of Catan, a more more complex, let me rephrase that, a more complicated and complex version of Catan. And the last thing they said is the rulebook in here is atrocious. Okay, those are just some of the different things that I have seen about this game so far. Of course, everybody is entitled to their own opinion about certain games. Not everybody's gonna like games, but for me, I really enjoyed the theme of this. You know, I do work at a private Christian school. And so any game, you know, we don't have a lot of biblically based board games or biblically themed board games here. So I was excited to kind of see this, and it looked very interesting. You know, there is a cooperative mode to the game, so I wonder how that is going to be. But this is a 1 to 4 player game, ages 14 plus. It says 110 plus minutes, so this bad boy is a long game. Let's go ahead and zoom in just a tad more. So the Flood, take on an exciting adventure into the old world and assume the role of Noah. Build your huts and camps, gather, mine, and forage resources, and build the ark before the flood. So it's got our component list on the side. That's going to be your main board right there. Now this is the meeple version that you are seeing. I got the miniature version of all the different minis. So let me zoom this back out here, and let's dive into this game and see what do we all have in this one. All right, Bedouin Games also actually came out. They just had their most recent Kickstarter, Rise of Babel. All right, that was their most recent Kickstarter, so I definitely backed that. So we have the Flood board game right here. This is the rule book. Oh, got a little paper thing that popped out. We have look, a cool introduction from Genesis 6 and 7 New King James Version, the overview of the game. Embark on a journey that took place thousands of years ago and take on the role of Noah. The goal of the game is to collect resources to build all stages of the ark and purchase the animal token before the board floods. Once the ark is complete, the player with the most faith points is going to win. So there is our resource list. Okay, game setup, sponsored by the Dice Tower game setup. You can see, okay, well, I don't see anything too bad so far. Looks like they got a lot of visual pictures and stuff like that. Now again, I haven't dived into this a whole lot, so we'll see what happens when I actually do. But so far, just off the initial look, it does not look bad. I also heard this was confusing. There's like a classic mode and like an original mode of some sort, but they do have a solo mode. That is actually the trade and weather card trade and weather card, and end game build tracker. Okay, so that is the rule book. We have a scenario book. All right, I do believe this is the cooperative version, A Distant Land, of the game. All right, and all of its specific things right there. So that's pretty cool. Definitely might dive into those scenarios. All right, we have some tiles here. All right, so these are going to be the map board tiles. We also have some pieces as well. Let me get the rule book out so we can see exactly what. Okay, so these are going to be arc placement tokens or punch outs here. We are going to have these little boomerang shapes are going to be extensions. We have some tokens that are associated with the expansion and along with the game. These are event tokens and things like that. We'll have resource tokens, which are these particular things right here as well. And then we have faith tokens there. All right. This is going to be your dino module probably. We got some more faith tokens. These are tool tokens. All right, so you can just see some more tokens and things like that. All right, wow, looks like we got some miniatures here. This was, to me, I think the coolest part of the game. I do like the storage, individual storage for each player component. That's really cool. Let me open up this bad boy. So this is what was kind of cool about the game is you have your arc miniature and you kind of assemble it, right? So it has all of these different parts and sections to it. And so you're going to continuously assemble the arc, as you move along. So let me zoom this in closer. You can see kind of some of the pieces. That's the middle there. Here is the base. Okay, the base of the arc itself. This is like the stand that you're going to hold the arc in. And then last but not least, you have this middle piece. And so it will go just as necessary. So you'll do the base, then you'll put this piece in there and then slide this one like that. And then slot the thing. Oh, that's cool. You can see like little stairs in between like that. And then you will slide that bad boy in there and boom, there is your arc. So that is pretty cool. Okay, you also have this beast module expansion. So each color, this one's, there we go, each color is going to have its own specific beast. You can use that as well, so you just simply attach that to the necessary thing that you get. Okay, looks like you're also going to have some different huts and camps. So let's take a look at these. So here's a little hut, looks like. All right, here is what a camp maybe looks like. Let me get the official ruling on what some of this is. So the gray player, this is a Chalico T is what it looks like. All right, that's a Chalico T, I think. You also got miniature elephants. So miniature elephants in each particular color as well. You know what? It might be the beast expansion in the rule book. Let me see what they say here. Mighty Beasts movement, beast module explained. So you have the, all right, so there it is. You have the Chalico Therium for the gray. You have the Woolly Wino for the green. You have the Giant Archaeopteryx for the blue, it looks like, or black, and then the Woolly Mammoth for the brown. So those are the beasts that will be in the game. These particular elephants are going to, so what does it say? Elephants, yep. You have elephants that you will place around the board. And let me actually open this up. Sorry guys, just trying to figure out what all of these components are. So I'm telling you guys the right stuff. All right, so you got a couple elephants that you will have out. And these things are pretty small. So let's see, there we go. All right, so there's a little thing of elephants that you can see, like 2-3 elephants it looks like on the sides. All right, so these are going to act as kind of like your caravans that you're going to put in a line. around the board. Let me dump them out into the box. All right. You also have, we've gone over the arch stages. We have 3 camps, which is what I showed you here. And then you have huts, which is what you have seen right there with these smaller things. So that is going to be for each individual player. I do love how they, let me turn them on the side. All right, I do love how they come in its own little storage box. That is definitely handy. Let me open this up and let's take out all the individual beasts. So here is the woolly mammoth miniature. All right, the woolly mammoth miniature for the brown player. That really doesn't look brown, more like a burgundy. Nah, I wouldn't even say burgundy. The blue player is going to have the, whatever that is. That looks like a bird. Some crazy bird. It's pretty good details on that bird though. That bird miniature, very nice miniature for him. He's got a little pack on his back. All right, he's obviously gonna need some maneuvering in there. And then the green is the rhino, the woolly rhino. He wants to come into view. All right, look at that woolly rhino. All right, so those are the different beasts that you can play as. I think each beast has its own asymmetric abilities and whatnot. All right, taking a look at some more stuff. Let's just start. We got a bunch of cards here. So these are arid. So these looks like scenario cards. Let me open these up. And I don't want to spoil anything. You can see obviously the bottom of that one. But let me just see. Arid, 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 arid. So these are event cards. Okay, so these are some event cards that can occur in the game. So we'll just show you a few. So we got wild, a good deal. Okay, pay 1 and choose one of the following. Upgrades, better tile, teamwork, guess, tails, mountain path, domesticate a sauropod, more resources. Okay, so those are some event cards, 56 event cards in total. Just leave those there. Okay. These are going to be resource cards, okay? So there's 150 resource cards. There are a couple of different resources, and I don't know if the particular resources are listed somewhere. Let me see. You will have, that looks like oil. All right, these are all the oil cards. You have lumber, looks like, or wood. Lumber or wood. You have like orchid. No, I don't want to say orchids. Vegetables, I guess. Pepper, something like that. You have wool and llamas. Okay, so there should be 5 different resources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There should be stone as well. So maybe stone might be in one of these, or maybe in, here it is. Stone resources is right there. Okay, so those are your rock or stone. All right, these are going to be story cards. Okay, so these are going to be some story cards in here, as well as probably maybe player aid cards, something like that. Let's see, crates. It's on the back of that. Yep, these are going to be player aid cards. These are going to be your particular victory condition cards. All right, we got story cards. We don't want to spoil any of these story cards. Act 1, Act 2, or Stage 1, Stage 2 story cards. We do not want to spoil any of those for those future scenarios. Okay, next we have, what is this? That looks like a 5th player expansion maybe, possibly. Some tiles there. We have a player aid pamphlet. So turn overview, classic mode, turn overview, general mode. So that's pretty cool there. Each particular player aid. What is this? I wonder if this is a Dino module or a scenario expansion. All right, looks like we got a couple of different boards here. So these are going to be the individual player boards. What's really unique about this game that I feel is each player color is going to have different resource objectives to complete what they need. So it's my understanding that all of the elephant, caravan, hut, and camps are going to be the exact same amount of resources. But then if you look at the bottom, the requirements to build the arcs are going to be different. So like in this example, for a stage 1, you would need 1 green, 2 of those, 1, 1, 1. For a stage 1 here, you just need 1 and 2 right there. So every single color is going to have their own individual requirements for building those arcs pieces. And I think that's a cool, unique way to kind of give up, to have some diversibility, I would say, with the particular game. Not everybody's trying to fight for these same resources. All right, since this is the Dino module, it looks like I'm gonna think that this is the cooperative expansion, or that Dino module expansion. We got a little board here. It does have the Dino module expansion on there, so that's probably something for that. We have the actual Dino module itself. Let's take a look at this bad boy. Look at him. Look at that cute little guy. Reminds me a lot of Ark. If you guys have ever played Ark, the video game, all the dinosaurs and different mammals and things like that, capturing them. Okay, what do we got? We have the flood board game. That's probably weather stuff. We got some individual, the Beast expansion, the Beast module board. So you will have these boards as well. And like I said, same thing. Each of these different beasts are going to have its own kind of asymmetric deal going on with some of these. These are dual layer. Those are really nice. Really, really nice. Okay. We got some dice, some cool looking resource dice right there. What is this small little thing? Turn order. That might be some player aids for our Beast module. We'll drop those in there. We got some resources. What are these? Score tokens. All right, so these are going to be score tokens in your player color. What is that? That's a goat. They got a goat in here. I don't know what that goat is for. This is the winner of the Kickstarter Animal Challenge. May be used as a replacement for the animal token. So we can get a goat instead of that. These little things, I don't see a thing for them in the rule book. They might be in the different scenarios or Dino expansion, given the colors, or that might just be a replacement for something with the particular token. So I'll have to find out what those particular things are. We'll drop all this stuff back in here. What is these? Cubes. All right, so there's the actual animal token. There is the lightning token, and these are some bonus crates with numbers on them that you guys will be able to get access to. So that's really cool. What are these? These little huts. I don't know what the little huts are. Let's see what the little huts are. The huts used for, trying to see, this is the Distant Land expansion. I don't see anything that the huts are used for. Go for wood, arid. I don't see, those are all the things you would need for that module. Okay, maybe some of that stuff is used for solo mode. Maybe. I don't see anything in the solo mode here. Other components, extended turn order cards, reference cards. Oh, that's a mine and cargo upgrade. Ah, okay. That's what they are. They are hiding right there. Okay. So these are going to be a mine. So these are mines here. And then these little gate looking things are cargo upgrades. Okay. So you'll be able to buy and purchase those as well. Okay. Well, there's got to be some more stuff. I know the board is going to be tiles. So, oh, that's cool. We can drop this stuff, take this out, and then we have the board underneath. All right, look at that board. Okay, So the 4 pieces of the board are going to come together, and then we are going to place some stuff on top. Wow, that organization is actually really nice. A lot of people said they had problems with the insert, or they had issues trying to put everything back together, but seems like this stuff was organized in a really nice way. Everything is nice, and they have hexes, they have stuff. I don't see a particular problem with this, but let's go ahead and try and set up the board on camera, and that will be the final thing. So my understanding is you're just going to kind of put the pieces of the board together. If I can figure this out, this is going to be kind of interesting. Okay, that's we should probably go order. So this is 40. Okay, so this is 16 through 22. This is going to be 23. All right, let's maneuver this up here and just do it something like this. All right, let me make some room. So 29. What do I got? 15. Okay. Put that together. All right. We got 30. 30. All right. Perfect. 30. 37. And 38. And through 2. Okay, perfect. So that is, let me go ahead and zoom out. So that's what the board will look like, guys. You'll put these surrounding pieces, and then you will start placing these tiles in between here to kind of form the middle of the board, and you're gonna put them all the way just all over to cover the entire middle of the board, and that's what you're gonna be going around and doing. So very cool, interesting board. Again, it's gonna look very Catan-like, right? That's what a lot of people have said. But yeah, that's pretty cool. The components look cool. The insert looks really nice. I don't see a particular issue with the insert. Maybe the problem is I need to figure out how to get this stuff back in here. Maybe that's what a lot of people said they were having issues with, is trying to get some of this stuff back together. But it looks like maybe the big piece is going first. I don't know. Let's see if I can. That's going to be a problem, trying to get that one. Maybe that's an issue, or maybe they slide in. Maybe there's like a, there's no way. I think maybe they said there's no way to, there was a problem with the instructions never gave you a way to kind of put them in there. Thankfully, I have some sort of practice with Hybris Disordered Cosmos, and there is typically a way that you can figure it out. And obviously, I don't think this one's going to go in a particular spot, but maybe it's going to be that. This one might go a different long ways direction, but it's probably going to go here somewhere. But those are the directions that these things are going to go, and then this will sit back on top right there, just like that, and then that slides in there, and then you'll put everything on top, it looks like, and it's going to be hopefully easy breezy, right? Easy breezy. But zooming in closer there so we can see the little bit of that. All right, guys. Well, look, that is everything that is coming in the Kickstarter deluxe version of the board game called The Flood. This is coming to you from Bedouin, or Bedouin Games, however you pronounce that. Like I said, very interesting theme to the game. I really do enjoy the components. The components look really nice. The storage insert and all that stuff looks really nice. I'm very interested and I'm intrigued with this game. Now, it's going to be interesting, my thoughts on it going into the game and knowing so much negative feedback. That might help me a little bit with kind of the expectation of this game. I wonder if that kind of played a lot, is people had maybe some high expectations for this game with the unique theme and the way it looks looks and plays, because it does look very interesting. And then they are kind of let down because of that comparison to Catan and maybe the issues with the rulebook. So I'm curious to see if the negative feedback that I have seen on this game is going to affect my decision and kind of affect my first impressions of the game or not. But I'm really excited to try this out. Again, I back this because of the uniqueness of the theme, and they do have that cooperative module. So I'm curious to see how Cierra is gonna like this, and we're just gonna see, guys. So she's actually out of town right now, so I'm gonna have to wait till she gets back so we can get this to the table. And I think we will start with the cooperative version first, and then we'll play the actual competitive version to let you guys know how that is. And then once we do that, I'm obviously gonna give you guys my first impressions of this game and do a video for that. If you guys enjoyed this content, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. If you have backed the Flood board game, please drop down in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts on the game. Did you have any issues with it? What was your overall take on it the first couple of times you got this game to the table? If you have never heard of this game, let me know what your thoughts are so far. And as always, guys, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please go ahead and subscribe so we can keep bringing you some more awesome content. All right, guys, you'll have a great one. Bye.